Jacob was eventually.
What about any pets?
They had a dog named Bruno and a cat named Cat. Yeah, cat's name was Cat. Bruno, the officers eventually brought Bruno and Jacob out of the house. I'd like, if you don't mind, I want to say that during that 911 call, I haven't told my wife or daughter anything about what I saw. I left it alone, and I guess my wife was kind of having unctions as well, and that's what you hear in the background, is her screaming out.
Is that why you went ahead and asked for EMT?
Yeah.
Okay, when your daughter said just in case.
When I saw them inside the house, based on my experience, I knew that they were gone and there was no bringing them back from what I saw. But yeah, I asked anyway.
And at that point, had you laid eyes on Jacob? Did you know whether he was
I did
alive?
not see Jacob at all. I was very concerned about it. Honestly, my first thought was that he had also been killed.
When you finally laid eyes on Jacob, was he crying?
He was not saying anything or crying. The officer that brought him out was a black officer. I think his name was Winston. I think. And he brought him out, and Jacob was basically catatonic. He had a blank stare on his face. He wasn't crying. He wasn't saying a word. He just hung in Officer Winston's arm like a sack of potatoes. And Officer Winston brought him over to my wife and I at the van. And normally when Jacob would see Nana, he'd just bubble up. He did nothing. He didn't acknowledge anything.
Had you ever seen him like this before?
Never have.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing pajamas, a long sleeve shirt and pajama pants, bottoms, and his pajamas had been covered in blood. And it was dried.
The blood was dry.
It was dried on his clothes, and it bled through to his skin.
Do you remember whether his pajamas were otherwise dry or wet?
He had on a diaper. I don't know how many times he'd gone in it, but it was heavy. I mean, he was wet for sure. I don't remember if he had number 2 or not, but he was wet more than once.
A heavy diaper is the way you described it.
A heavy diaper.
Did he have anything in his hands?
Yeah. He was clutching Justin's glasses. And he wouldn't let go of them. We pried them from his hand. And I believe, I don't remember for sure if it was me or who, but we ended up giving them to the detectives, the glasses.
Are those glasses that Jacob or that Justin would use to watch TV?
Yeah.
Now, developmentally, was Jacob a fairly normal 2-year-old?
Absolutely.
Was he attached to his parents?
Yes.
Did he often try to get their attention?
Yeah. Yeah, if he wanted something, he didn't have a problem trying to get somebody's attention to get it or whatever. Still don't. But
if his parents were on call or busy or preoccupied, would he get frustrated if he couldn't get their attention?
Yeah, he would keep pursuing.
Kind of like any 2-year-old.
Like any 2-year-old.
Do you know what time he woke up back around that time? Typically,
Typically, he would wake up probably between 6 and 6:30 in the morning. The habit. I mean, he woke up pretty. He kept steady with the pattern even when Justin was off and kept him. But the pattern is when Charlene and I would watch him, he would get up about 6:30, and Justin and Amber would get ready for work, and Amber would drop him off at our house to babysit for the day, and he was up by then, stayed up usually.
And so typically when he woke up between 6 and 6:30 in the morning, would he have a diaper change?
Oh yeah, he would have his diaper changed.
Was he potty trained at all when he was?
Not then, no.
Now, was he able to change himself or put on his own clothes or anything?
Not then.
And so Justin and Amber would wake him up, change diaper, put clothes on.
Right.
What about feeding himself? Who typically prepared his breakfast?
Amber and Justin would occasionally, if Justin was off from work, and then usually he had breakfast when he got to our house.
Is that still pretty early?
Excuse me?
Is that still pretty early in the morning?
Yeah, by then there'd be 8 o'clock maybe.
Now, was he able to get anything out of the refrigerator or go into the pantry himself and make his own breakfast back when he was 2?
No, not then.
Able to get himself any water or anything?
No.
Now, by 10 o'clock in the morning, had he typically eaten by then?
Yeah, usually by 10 he'd had his food and probably a couple of cups of juice or something from a sippy cup.
Snacks?
Probably snacks, yeah.
Now, on that day, do you remember once he came out of the home, did he eat at all?
The best I know that he had not eaten since dinner time the night before.
Did you have him checked out by EMS?
The EMS was on the scene, and I remember it was a female EMT or paramedic. I'm not sure what her title was, but she was a medic. I knew that. And she stayed kind of close to us. And at one point, Jacob still hadn't come around. It took a few hours for him to even realize he was still in the world. And when he, the EMT lady, she was a little concerned and said, if he don't come around soon, we probably need to transfer him to the hospital. But before that took place, he did come around. It was almost like he'd woke up from a bad dream. He just like woke up and, Nana, you know.
After he had been with Nana for a long time.
She's holding him, yeah. But before that, he didn't even move. He just laid there.
Now, did that behavior continue for some days after? Or?
Not that particular behavior, but a little quieter than the average 2-year-old, maybe.
And y'all had watched him regularly, so
since he was 2 months old.
Okay, so quieter than you had seen him previously.
Yeah, he was kind of a little bit docile for several days after.
Did he have any cuts or anything on his feet or his hands?
I didn't notice any cuts or anything on him.
So you had mentioned that there was kind of blood on his PJs that had kind of soaked through even to his skin. Was any of that blood, best you could tell, from Jacob himself?
That blood came from the crime scene.
Now, obviously you spoke to officers on scene. Could you think of anyone in this world who would have wanted to hurt Justin and Amber?
I cannot think of one person that would be considered their enemy. I mean, both of them just easygoing, likable kind of people. Kind of when they walked in a room, kind of lit it up, and without being flamboyant, made their presence was known. It was just someone pleasant to be around. Often, if you felt a little uneasy, they had this unspoken way of bringing about a certain amount of calm. And Justin, he takes after me. He's a jokester, so he's always joking about something and cutting up about something. And he and I would razz each other back and forth about something. We like to fish together quite a bit, and he's always competitive when we go. It's just the two of us, but you would think it was a Bassmaster Classic between us. It often was, but yeah.
Thank you so much. The defense may have some questions.
Might be appropriate time for a break. We've been going for about an hour and a half and giving Mr. You don't have any questions? Okay.
May
Right.
he be released from the subpoena?
Yes, is there any objection to Mr. Hicks being excused and released from the subpoena?
No, no.
Okay, Mr. Hicks, you can step down and you can remain in the courtroom if you'd like.
I would have think.
All right. Let's come back at about 10:45. We'll get started and state you can call your next witness.